Alright, so in your first house, Leos, we have the Four of Pentacles. And the first house often talks about self-image, self-expression, and most important refers to the sun and the temperament, sun sign temperament, and general attitude towards life right now. Okay? And you have the Four of Pentacles. And yes, I guess this does resonate with what I was saying earlier about I feel like you guys are focusing on your finances a lot right now, maybe possibly due to a certain job. So your personal health and your personal opinions right now. To me, the Four of Pentacles is like setting up shop. It's like you're gathering all of your funds and all of your resources, and you're trying to set up shop. You're trying to lay the foundation. You're trying to plant the seed so that you can have stability in your work life and in your home life. So this may come across to others as you being a bit stingy. It can come across to others as you being a bit stingy with your time, maybe. As I was saying earlier, you guys may be a little bit self-indulgent right now for some of you. So some of you right now are just focused on getting your finances in order and setting up shop, okay? And you mean business. You want to get down to the nitty-gritty, and you want to get something sorted out. You just want to be, you want to feel comfortable, and that's understandable. Who doesn't want to be comfortable? But I often view this is my set up shop card, but it can be negative because it can mean that you're being a little bit too possessive with your funds, or too stingy and you don't want to share. It may even be with love, or it can just be with finances, okay? And then Leos, in the second house, which deals with personal resources, possessions, land and materials and values, or your priority in life right now, like your attitude towards money and security. Like in this house, we see how possessive you are, and if you view people as possessions, and also reveals your priority for right now, okay? So you have the King of Pentacles right now. So yeah, your priority right now is business or work, or is being tangible, like having everything grounded and firm, because the Pentacles deals with earth signs and deals with things that are tangible and practical that you can feel. And the earth signs are very they're very much workaholic. They're very stable. They're very grounded, and they're very the King of Pentacles is often referred to as someone with a Midas touch, and someone where whatever he touches turns to gold. And very nurturing, very mature, very grounded. It's like that ultimate father figure. So I feel like you guys, I definitely feel like you have you definitely feeling like right now, like you have a heavy weight to provide, or you have a heavy weight to need to get things done, or you want to start to see your things into fruition. And some of you may even be overworking, or be focusing on a work situation a lot that you're on, that is making you a little bit unstable or unbalanced. And then also in your third house, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles upright and in reverse often talks of juggling a lot of things. You have a lot of things going for yourself, but you have things in balance. Like maybe you may be dealing with family. You have everything underneath your belt, but you're doing it in a graceful manner. Like you're juggling family, work, friendship, social life. But in reverse, it means that you may be actually losing a bit of money. Maybe you made an investment and it wasn't that smart, or you may be overindulging into too many things, or you have too many things underneath your belt and you need to loosen them, or you need to give some to someone else, or you're just juggling too many things right now, whether it's to do with lovers or whether it's to do with too many choices. You just have too many choices right now, okay? And I feel like, or you need some sort of justice, and that's often the card that's mirroring this, that's on the bottom here, that talks about that as well, choices and justice of some sort. Okay, so that's the Two of Pentacles in reverse in your house of in your third house of communications and personal ideas, and your interaction with siblings and neighbors, and it also covers where you live and the environment, but not parents. It's just like the short journeys and things like that, okay? So I feel like something is not working in your favor right now, and you need to let go of some of these heavy obligations that you feel that you have right now. So in your communication sector, you're feeling a little bit unbalanced, or you're feeling a little bit uneasy with something. All right. And then also in your fourth house, the fourth house deals with psychological foundations, and often talks about domestic issues or parents, beginnings and endings. It can also mean relate to home of some sort, or relationships at home, in particular to do with your parents or kids. And in this house you have the Knight of Wands. And this can often mean some of you may be even moving, because the Knight of Wands is a fast forward movement, and the wands in the tarot card deck represent fire signs, which is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And for you guys, you have the Knight of Wands, so I feel like some of you guys have, obviously it's a holiday, so you may have fast and swift communications with your family members, or a lot of you guys may be traveling, like I said earlier. Some of you may be traveling of some sort, especially with this Eight of Pentacles, and the eights often represent travels. So some of you may be traveling and going on vacation with your family. Or some of you may just be moving into a new family home. Or you may, or there may just be someone in your family that is there's just fast communications and fast travel, or fast forward movement. Maybe there's a lot of people coming into your house because it is the holidays, or maybe you're traveling to a lot of family members' house because it's the holidays, but you're still focused on work at the same time. And also what's in your fifth house, which is personal creativity, romance, and childlike. This talks about how creative you are in all areas of life, which is from arts to cooking to gardening, the use of your hands, and passions, or what sort of lover you are, or how you transform emotions into physical form. This is okay. So, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles is deals with earth signs. You have a lot of Pentacles here, so you're definitely focusing on finances or work right now. And the Three of Pentacles is often talks about teamwork, and often talks of so right now I feel like you guys are really focusing on teamwork, or teamwork is, you have a strong foundation on teamwork right now, or a strong foundation of getting your work out there, or recognition for your work. Okay. Yeah. Or this may just mean celebrations, because like I said, it's the holidays, so you may just be focusing on celebrating and joining forces with your family members and your friends, because you have the 3 here also. And there's 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th house. So you're definitely some of you want to be very social for business, like I feel like, or for teamwork. I feel like you want to be social, but it's a price that's coming with, like, you're doing it for work, not just necessarily just for leisure for some of you. Okay. And in your 6th house, which deals with jobs, your personal health, employees, you have the Fool and the 7 of Swords. Now I feel like this is telling you to watch before you leap, or watch your surroundings, because you may be a little too eager to jump into new situations, or too eager to leave certain situations, or too eager to I don't know, but yeah, to accuse, or someone may be plotting against you in your workplace, and this is going to cause you to have to move on. Some of you may be a little bit stuck and stagnant right now, but I feel like deep down you feel like this work situation that you have is not the one for you. There's a little bit of mischievous action going on because the Seven of Swords, and the Swords in tarot card deck often represents the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the air signs. And the Seven of Swords, it speaks of like secretive or mischievousness or somebody's being a little bit dishonest. So there's a little bit of dishonesty going on in the workplace or when it comes to your jobs. Okay, so be mindful of that. I feel like someone may be plotting against you. Okay, someone may be even trying to turn you into the fool. You know, and so just be a little bit wary. Don't be too trusting or too optimistic. Okay. Hold your cards very close to your chest. And then in your 7th house, which deals with your house of partners and spouse, and your emotional relationships with partners, you know, one that best suits you. Like right now, or with work, this can also be in partnerships with work. I just feel like overall, with your partnerships, you're feeling there's a blockage in communications because you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Swords in reverse often speaks of not the communication is there's a breakthrough that needs to happen, but it's not happening. There's a blockage in communication. Someone's not making the effort to conversate with someone, or someone's just being mischievous and just want to do their own thing. They're not really cooperating in teamwork. Let me just get a clarifier for this Ace of Swords. Please, Spirit Guides, Archangels, Ancestors, and Allies, give me a clarifier for this. This Ace of Swords. You got the Empress in reverse. Okay, so the Empress upright often speaks of the birth of projects, the birth of even a child, even the birth of just your place that you're standing in a community. And the Empress is very, very nurturing and loving, and she's very sensual. She's very much attentive to details, attentive to the job, or attentive, you know, it's just a motherly figure or someone that you can count on and that you can talk to. And she is very, very good with starting up new business ventures. But in reverse, maybe some of you may be feeling a lack of nurturing with a certain partner, or maybe you may be feeling a lack of nurturing within yourself. Maybe you feel like you need to start pampering yourself more and giving yourself some attention. But there's definitely some blockages in communication with you and other people, or there's there's a neglect of some sort, and you guys are not sorting out with communication. There's some sort of neglect of partnerships, whether this is work partnerships or whether this is or there's a need for love. You know, there's a need for love and nurturing. Let's get a clarifier from the Romance Angels cards. Romance Angels, please give me a clarifier for what is this message for Leos in their 7th house for December 2016. What is the message in Leos in their 7th house? It's saying that your feelings are real and worth exploring. So maybe this is saying, yeah, like I was saying, there's maybe doubting your feelings for someone, and you maybe feeling like you have to be a little bit stingy and withhold your feelings or withhold your love for someone, because these two cards are put up like this they have some sort of relation. So it's telling you to not be so stingy, because you can trust your romantic feelings that you have for this certain person. Okay? Trust them and don't withhold them, and don't block the communication with this Ace of Swords in reverse and with this Empress in reverse. Don't block your loving feelings, or don't block, you know, don't suppress that need for love if you are doing that, because you can trust yourself, because the Romance Angels are telling you that your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so don't neglect your emotional side. Okay. And also for you guys, the Temperance card in reverse, you have in your 8th house of other people's resources, legacy, death, or sex, and this is things gained through others. You may receive a gift or lottery, or may make financial investments. And you receive the Temperance card in reverse, and the Temperance card in reverse is often someone who is unbalanced, can be reckless, can even mean overindulgence. It is a holiday, so some of you may be even drinking too much. So yeah, I feel like there is an unbalance in your security life right now, because then you have the King of Pentacles upright. So I feel like there is an unbalance in your resources right now, or you're feeling unstable, or you don't feel that grounded with your finances and things right now. Just with the Temperance in reverse. Upright is a well-balanced woman, well-rounded, often higher connected to higher frequencies such as the angels. So in reverse, you may be blocking such communications, and you also may be blocking your need to have things grounded and feel balanced. There may be an uneven balance in something. I feel like I need more clarification, so please, Spirit Guides, give me a clarification for this Temperance card and Leo's in the 8th house. Clarification for Leo's in the Temperance. Clarification for Leo. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys are definitely feeling like you've lost some sort of, you're losing finances, like the money is slipping out of your hand, because upright, the Queen of Pentacles is a very business savvy woman. So I don't know if some of you may be at odds with, because this is in your 8th house of other people's money. This can maybe go back to your boss, or maybe even a spouse. There's some sort of money issues and some sort of unbalance, or some sort of loss in some sort of investment, or there's manipulation going on of some sort. Someone may be manipulating, you may be manipulating someone, or someone may be manipulating you, and there's not very much honest dealings, especially with the 7 of Swords here. Okay. Definitely dealing with like your finances a bit ungrounded right now. Okay, maybe for falling loosely underneath your hand. You're feeling out of touch with yourself, like I was saying earlier. Okay, or out of touch with, yeah. It may mean you may be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or it could just mean that you're not feeling that stable. You want to be stable because in your personal resources and possession of land, your attitude towards money, you have the King of Pentacles. So if you really want this, but I feel like you're not really getting it as much as you want right now. Okay, and then also in your 9th house, the 9th house deals with dreams, ambitions, higher education, philosophy, religion, long distance travels or journeys, bored in mind. Okay, and then you have the Lovers card, and then you have the Justice, and then the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is the Lovers. This is Justice. Like I was saying earlier, you want some sort of justice of some sort. And then the Queen of Cups in reverse. So all these together, I feel like this is telling me that my house. Some of you may be juggling you're juggling too much, or you have too many choices that you need to make right now, and it may be making you over emotional, because the Queen of Cups in reverse is a very she can have a woman with very dark thoughts, or very over emotional, or very out of touch, or she may be manipulating people, or using her psychic or heightened awareness for evil, or not in a very positive light. Okay, very dark thoughts, and over emotional, overbearing. Okay, so I feel like some of you, this either may be you having this Queen of Cups energy, or it can be a Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, because those are the water signs of the zodiac. Okay, so in your 9th house of dreams, ambitions, and higher education and religion, some of you guys may want some sort of justice with you, because the Lover's card doesn't always mean goo goo gaga love. It can mean you know, you have choices to make. Okay, but if it does mean love, maybe some of you are dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and you want some sort of justice in that relationship. Okay, maybe some of you are traveling to this person because there is or you have a lot of obligations that you have to do, or maybe you're juggling more than one lover with this justice, and then the Lovers, and then the Queen of Cups. Maybe you're being over emotional because you're juggling more than one lover, or you don't know who to choose, and something needs to be served when it comes to that. That is in your 9th house of dreams, ambitions, and higher educations. Or some of you want to travel but you can't because you have a lot of obligations, or you want to do higher education but you can't because of certain obligations that you have going on right now. And also in your 10th house, which is the house of public image and social contributions, how well you're getting on with the world, and not just financially, but how you're fulfilling your dreams and aspirations and your public image. And this is also, if you're considering a career change, you will consult this house. So yeah, I feel like some of you guys are definitely working very, very hard, or your focus is very much on you're working hard or working diligently to bring your creative talents or to bring your things into fruition. So the public right now sees you as someone who is working very hard or working very diligently towards a goal, and you are focused and you're not taking your eye off of this goal. Okay. And then you have in your 11th house, which is your house of friends, social acquaintances and stuff, and how you interact with the world and your attitude of giving back. You know, you have the Chariot and the Three of Cups, and these are also beautiful cards here. This is saying that you want to be involved in the world, you want to make a difference, and you want to celebrate and stuff, and you want to unite. And this can also just mean that obviously there's holidays, so you may be going to a lot of business parties, a lot of or you may have be going to a lot of celebrations with friends and families and things like that. Okay. Yeah, social conduct. So you're celebrating a lot, some of you, because of the holidays, and you're diving right in head first because you have the Chariot as well. The Chariot often talks of force or travel. So a lot of you may be traveling for celebrations to do with friends and things of that sort, you know, because it is the holidays. And then you have the Three of Pentacles reverse. I mean, right on the flip side of it. So you definitely have 2 threes here. There's definitely talks of partnerships or joining or travel or gossip or you know, it's the holidays, so it's understandable that you have this in this section right here. Okay. And then also for the final in your 11th house, in your 12th house, sorry, which is often karma, or the shadow house of hidden resources, and your motivations or clandestine activities, associations, and enemies, and what your karma is, and whether or not you are fulfilling it, and if you're ignoring any hidden potential or your unconscious mind. Okay, so I remember I have the things written up here, and just bear with me with this live reading. Yeah, when I say live reading, I mean shuffling and doing it all on camera. This is my first time doing it, so if I'm a bit slow, please forgive me. All right. And I'm also slow because I'm new to the spread as well. Okay. So yeah, you have Death in reverse, and then you have 8 of Cups. So the Death, this is often a contradiction of, I feel like some of you want to stay, you want to go, you want to stay, you want to go. I feel like some of you feel like you know that a death needs to happen, or you know that some sort of change needs to happen. But especially this maybe in regards to your workplace with this Seven of Swords here, and then with the Fool here. So there's the Seven of Swords. I feel like you know that there is some mischievous business going on, or something that's going on that's making you uncomfortable. So I feel like you know that death is inevitable, or for some reason you're holding on. Because the Death card in reverse often means of hesitant to make changes. And the Death card does not always mean physical death. And it hardly ever really means physical death. It often means death of a transformation card. This card is actually a very beautiful card. It means transformation. It means stepping into the light. It means transforming into a better you. It means shedding your skin. And it means rising almost like a phoenix. Because this card is often the Scorpio card. Okay. But in reverse, it means that you're refusing to do this change that you need, that you know you need to do. Okay? So some of you may be just holding on a little bit while longer. But you know you need to take that leap, especially with the Fool card, which is in the house right up, that across from it. You know, you want to take a leap. And some of you will do that leap in the end, because you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups often talks of moving on, because you know that whatever you're dealing with now no longer serves you. So you may be battling with this, okay? You may be battling with going on and leaping into finding a new job. Or you may be plotting, this may be you plotting just to leave your job, you know, because you feel like this isn't the place for you. So, yeah, the Eight of Cups talks about leaving something behind. You know, you need to go and search for your ninth cup, because the Nine of Cups is happiness. So you're going and search for your ninth cup. You're going and search for that empty space within you, because you feel like something is missing or something is not right. And I feel like showing like this has something to do with your workplace. So a lot of you may be going and search for a new job, especially with this Fool card. The Fool card may be telling you to leap. You may be searching for a new job right now. Okay? So, let's see what is the overall message for Leos. This is my new oracle deck. So bear with me. Spirit guides, archangels, ancestors of the highest good. What is the messages for Leos in the month of December? What is the messages for Leos in this reading? What is the overall message for Leos in this reading? What is the overall message for Leos in this reading? What is the overall message for Leos in this reading? What is the overall message for Leos in this reading? What is the overall message for Leos in this reading? Illusion, 32. Now I'm new to these cards, and these are my new favorite oracle cards. This is 32, yeah? Illusion. Fantasy, delusion, hypocrisy, drugs, and alcohol. Okay, and I'm gonna get the more in-depth version for you. It's on the computer, okay? And these are oracle cards, so you're meant to read the oracle cards from the book, because I don't want to mess up y'all's messages. Okay. And I love these oracle cards. The artwork is so beautiful. This is illusion, and these cards are in French, okay? Illusion. I don't know illusion. I don't know how they will say it. Illusion. Illusion. This card often means the symbol of the blue background is the symbol of the planet Neptune, associated with fraud and lies. So this is definitely pointing out to something mischievous going on in your workplace. Ooh, I love tarot. I love oracles. Okay, so which usually creates disappointment in our lives. Okay. Come on, girl, get your bearings. As a result, the Italian Mass reminds us that we should look beyond the surface, because appearances might be deceiving. Deceiving. You have probably been scanned by someone who hides his or her true nature behind the mask and isn't the one he or she claims to be. The personality, a dual personality, sometimes imaginative, but that tends to build sandcastles. Social relationships do not work so well because the person is unstable, capricious, I don't know, and indecisive. The person may be gifted, artistic, could paint, or can succeed in an actor or theater, film or comedy. And when it comes to love and relationships, so this message is going to be different for some of you. I'm going to read all the different meanings. So for some of you, this may resonate, and some of you it may not. When it comes to love and relationships, this card usually indicates betrayal in relationships. The relationships between two people is very complex. There may be a parallel relationship without dialogue. No improvement is possible. So if this is for you guys pertaining to love, take heed. And when it comes to money, the economic situation is bad. Debts may increase because of financial matters. Don't receive enough attention. Lost money can probably not be recovered. So yeah, you guys, like I said, you guys have a lot of pentacles in this reading. So you're definitely focusing on money or your work situation, okay? And then also in your 10th house, you had the your public image. You're just definitely focusing on money. Okay, so maybe you're trying to build up your finances again because you lost, like I was saying before, like how you had these pentacles in reverse. Maybe you lost some money with some sort of investment, or lost some money with some sort of job. Maybe you traveled, maybe you moved to a new country for a job and you realize that you don't want to be there anymore. Okay, so there's a lot of illusion going on. And then when it comes to profession and work situation, this card, illusion, is associated with artistic professions, theater, comedy, and film. This card can indeed mean that you are making the wrong career choices and work with something you have no interest in. Along with negative cards, illusion indicates in most cases a time of unemployment. So maybe you guys are trying to find work because you had to quit a job. Okay?